Hey, you want to see what you do with 300 yards of concrete? Take a look. Welcome back to Bella Custom Homes and another segment. Today we're pouring 300 yards of concrete on 1129 Long Isles. It's going to be a big pour. We have cylinder tests. We have all things to show you that we're doing here today. The last time you saw us, we were talking about retaining walls, compaction of the dirt, and injections. So this is what it looks like. Now we're ready to go to the next phase with the engineering, and that's the concrete foundation. We make sure every angle is covered. So today you'll also meet a guy who's doing all of our cylinder testing for Paragon Engineering. Every piece of concrete that comes off, we test the trucks, make sure the concrete hits the right PSI. And this is Evan, and he's with Paragon Engineering. And he's doing all of our cylinder tests so we can test these cylinders and make sure they hit the proper PSI. Evan, why don't you tell us a little about the process and what you're doing?
Absolutely. So what I'm doing out here is I'm quality control on this concrete pour. So I'm just monitoring the trucks, the batch tickets when they come in, make sure that that mix meets specification. And then we're running a few field tests on the concrete. So we'll run some temperature, slump, unit weight, air, just to make sure that the mix is a quality mix. And then, like Tony said, we're passing these compressive strength cylinders for future testing. So we'll cure these out in real controlled condition for a certain amount of time, and then we'll crush them to make sure, like you said, the PSI is where
PSI, yep.
So that we've got a good quality product.
Perfect. So Evan, let's talk about the slump on this concrete and how important that is, especially in the days like today.
Absolutely, Tony. Well, slump is a measure of the flowability of the concrete. Flowability is good so that they can get it finished. However, we don't want too much water in the mix. If you get too much water in the mix, your strength is going to go down.
That's the last thing we want to have happen.
Absolutely. You want these to break at good PSI so we get a good solid foundation.
Absolutely. Well, Evan, I'm just really glad you're here. We're going to have a very busy day today. We're going to be measuring these trucks as they come, and it's going to be a hot one.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day in Texas.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, buddy. I'm glad you joined us today for the concrete pour. It was a lot of fun. There's still a lot more to do, but stay tuned for our next segment. When we come back, Bella Custom Homes will be talking about the frame. We'll start framing this house and we'll walk through at that point, and you can really get to see this house starting to come together. The design of this house is a beautiful French home, classical architecture. We'll keep this going all the way through the segment to completion.